Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Stop your body. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Allen now looks to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Gets around him, and he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. Desmond King, ex of the Chargers and Titans, in on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have to...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
No score after one on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen rolling to his right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Go, go, go. 51, Mike 51.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. On the give, this is Singletary. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Allen off the play fake. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
second down at 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 at the 19.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the car. Watch the car.
On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 9.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now it's Watson. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And bulldozing his way through. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56.
On play action, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now it's Allen. That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On 1st down, it's Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A final shot before half for Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Watson on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Lindsey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra
extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On play action, Allen. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. They run the counter. Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Singletary, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Watson looks to throw again. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll buy some time right. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. Here's King. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson to throw. Into the hands of Cooks. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Let's get it.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. To throw, Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to hold and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Allen. Into the hands of Singletary. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Allen. On the move to his left. Into the hands of Sanders. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, 51.
Here's Allen. Rolling to his left. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Buffalo, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.